A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant political shakeup, Anneliese Dodds, the UK Minister for International Development, has resigned from her position in protest against Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer's decision to drastically cut the overseas aid budget. This move comes as the government seeks to redirect funds towards increasing defense spending amidst rising global tensions, particularly concerning Russia and China. Dodds, who also holds the title of Minister for Women and Equalities, expressed her deep concerns in a resignation letter addressed to the Prime Minister, stating that the cuts would undermine the UK's ability to maintain its international commitments and could severely harm its reputation on the global stage. The Prime Minister, who recently returned from a crucial meeting with former President Donald Trump, has been adamant that the reallocation of funds from international development aid to defense is necessary for national security. However, Dodds argues that the implications of these cuts have been grossly underestimated and could lead to the UK's withdrawal from various international partnerships, particularly in Africa, the Caribbean, and the Western Balkans. She pointed out that the reductions would significantly impact humanitarian efforts in regions already struggling with poverty and conflict. In her resignation letter, Dodds stated, "You have maintained that you want to continue support for Gaza, Sudan, and Ukraine, for vaccination, for climate, and for rules-based systems. Yet it will be impossible to maintain these priorities given the depth of the cut. The effect will be far greater than presented." She further warned that the cuts could lead to a loss of food and healthcare for vulnerable populations, ultimately damaging the UK's standing as a global leader in humanitarian aid. The decision to slash the aid budget, reducing it from 0.5% to 0.3% of gross national income, (GNI), has drawn criticism from various quarters, including former Conservative Deputy Foreign Secretary Andrew Mitchell, who praised Dodds for her principled stand. He condemned the Labour Party's actions as disgraceful and cynical for balancing their budget on the backs of the world's poorest people. Veteran Labour MP Diane Abbott also supported Dodds' resignation, calling it shameful that other cabinet members had not followed suit. The resignation marks a significant moment in Starmer's tenure as Prime Minister, as Dodds is the fourth cabinet minister to leave the government since he took office last summer. This loss raises questions about the stability of Starmer's administration as it navigates complex global challenges while attempting to balance domestic priorities. Dodds revealed that she had only been informed of the budget cuts a day before they were announced publicly, which she deemed unacceptable. Her resignation is seen as a reflection of the growing discontent within the party regarding the direction of its policies, especially concerning international development. As the government faces mounting pressure from various sectors, including humanitarian organizations and political figures, calls for a reversal of the aid cuts are growing louder. Moazzam Malik, chief executive of Save the Children UK, emphasized that the decision to cut aid at such a critical time for global stability is misguided. He stated, "This resignation highlights the wide coalition against the government's decision to cut international aid to the lowest levels on record." He urged the government to reconsider its approach, asserting that the UK's future security and prosperity depend on tackling global challenges through development, defense, and diplomacy. In the wake of Dodds' resignation, political analysts are closely monitoring how this will affect Starmer's leadership and the Labour Party's standing in the eyes of the electorate. With increasing scrutiny on the government's foreign policy and its implications for national security, the coming weeks will be crucial for the Prime Minister as he attempts to navigate the fallout from this significant political crisis. As the situation develops, it remains to be seen whether other ministers will follow Dodds' example and voice their dissent against the government's controversial decisions. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.